My parents didn't really know too much about school because they only went to the 6th grade. So they didn't they didn't know what college was about. They didn't know how it was going to benefit me. And there was nobody around the family either that had went to college and had been like economically prosperous or had been well off or had a good life to look up to. So
one of the biggest challenges for first-generation college students, I think especially today with the economy being the way it is making that decision to leave home and go get an education. I think it's extremely difficult for our young students to make that decision knowing that they could stay back and help provide for their own family.
I grew up in Tujunga, which is a city by Sun Valley, and school-wise, it got pretty hard sometimes. The system wasn't the greatest, I guess you can say. Little by little, I started investigating my high school, financial aid, VASA, scholarships, universities, and I pretty much did it on my own. And it was hard at times, especially because your parents don't understand what you're doing.
My dad graduated from high school and served in the Navy. My mom did not graduate from high school. They were both born on farms in the South. My mom came from rural Alabama. My dad came from Missouri.
I grew up in the city of Oakland, California. At first it was kind of rough because we did live in housing projects, and you know, it was kind of like typical inner city living. You know, it was food stamps and that type of thing. One
of the things that we do with our students is get them familiar with the college application process. With admissions getting as competitive as they are and becoming more and more competitive, it really takes a strategic plan to navigate through that process.
I got into a number of schools, but I like the diversity that was here at UC Riverside. I love the dorms. I like the opportunities for growth that this university offers. So that was how I made the choice to come to UCR, and a year later after I graduated, I do not regret that choice at all. I brag about it everywhere.
So I started UCR by rotating different labs, and I ended up rotating in Dr. Sharon Walker's lab, and I fell in love with her research and the students here and how passionate she is about science. And I knew right off the bat, I was like, this is the place I want to be with, this is the person I want to work for.
As long as the students who we provide services to who are low-income first-generation students go to college, we've met our goal. And that is actually goes hand in hand with one of the missions of the UC system, the University of California, which is to help the public and provide public service.
We have to really open up avenues for people who may not have those avenues open to them, and first and foremost, always see what they want, because we can't try to be heroes. We have to go into communities with the mindset that we want to help them achieve what they want and not impose on them what we think they need. So that, to me, is how I approach communities when I serve in them.
Public education creates mobility in our society. It allows us to take the best and the brightest and the most imaginative and innovative people that are out there, regardless of how they got here, regardless of how much their parents make, regardless of whether their mom graduated from high school or even was only partially literate, and to be whatever they're capable of being.
I'm doing creative writing, I'm doing an ethnic studies. I also want to continue with the program, Art of the Poor. People orchestrating optimistic renditions, and we want to do that with at least 20 youth from the Eastside community, from this community, at-risk youth.
While at the same time, I rhyme and get my bachelor degree, and then I go along for the victory, 'cause I'ma finish strong with the PhD.